Hello, 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 everyone. It's a Wednesday, and you know what that means. It's time for Wait With Me, and I'm your host, Jill Cox Cordova. Thank you, Connie, for being here. And thank you, everyone who may be watching this in replay. Um, Wait With Me is all about my struggles and my triumphs, too, with my weight loss journey. So, I start the show every week by telling you how my week was. As you all know, we just had the 4th of July, and my wonderful sister in law, Connie, had the idea of having what started as a holiday pact to exercise at least 30 minutes a day, starting with Sunday. So, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and today is Wednesday. I rarely get to do anything besides work and do these shows on Wednesday, so that was the case today. So I did not work out today. However, thanks to her coming up with this exercise challenge, I worked out Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And I'm very excited about that because I had gone probably 6 weeks without exercising. So what I did was at least 20 minutes of a Get Fit with Rick video. If you've been watching this for any amount of time, you know that I really enjoy those videos. His background is a dancer, but he's also a fitness trainer. So he combines them. But I happen to be doing what he calls a dance challenge. So one day it was all 80s music and he choreographed it and taught you the choreography. And then you did it the last 5 minutes, just back, kept going, kept going. And then one day was boy bands and one day was Bobby Brown, which that was very that was intense because he was dancing like Bobby Brown. So you couldn't tell me anything when I was doing it because I felt like I was dancing like Bobby Brown used to, right? So anyway, it was a lot of fun. And I know we're not at this segment yet, but I know I had some non-scale victories as a result of doing that. But one thing that I also noticed in exercising daily, so I would average about 35 to 45 minutes a day because I would also do about 15 or 20 minutes of yoga to stretch it out. So I noticed that my body has missed stretching, so that was good for me to notice so that I can keep doing yoga, and I really enjoyed yoga as well. I also noticed that I just felt great afterwards every time. I could be feeling having the worst day, feeling just really just run down like I feel today. I actually feel run down today. It really just lifted me up, and I felt I could do anything. So I was highly productive during those days as well with other projects I have going on. So thank you, Connie. I wanted to thank you personally for coming up with that idea. And we extended it to Friday as well. So I plan, since I won't get any exercise in today, I plan to make up those 30 minutes between maybe an extra 15 minutes tomorrow and an extra 15 minutes on Friday to make it up. Um, so that I have at least 150 minutes by, well, I guess with Sunday, since we started on Sunday as opposed to Monday, I guess 180 minutes of exercise this week, which is 180 minutes more than I have been doing for 6 weeks. So I'm really excited to have started again. It made me realize how much I actually do like to exercise. But I need exercise that doesn't feel like exercise. So dancing, like no one's watching, does that for me. Okay, so let's get to my first segment that I call This is the Deal.
This is the deal. This is the deal.
I have talked on this show about body image before, but I thought I would revisit it today because I like to check in with myself and with you to see how I'm feeling about my body. What is my perception of my own body? And I'm happy to report that in spite of gaining back some of the pounds I had lost, because most of you know that I had lost 20 pounds and I've probably gained 5 to 7 pounds of those pounds back. But my body image is that I'm actually in a better place now, because I still have kept those 13 pounds off. I This whole weight loss journey was never about. It was never cosmetic for me. It was never about. But and it was about getting healthier. And I've been to the doctor. As you know, I went to the doctor, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and came out feeling worse than when I went in. I went in because I wanted a physical. I didn't think anything was wrong with me, and I leave coming out feeling, that I had like three diagnoses that I wasn't expecting. But I know that things could be worse if I still had that extra weight on. So my perception of my body is that I am healthier than I was when I started this show last November. And because that's priority for me, I continue to get healthier, about my body. And, like before, you never would have seen me wear sleeveless shirts, because I don't like my arms. But now I'm just like, it's hot. So I'm going to wear what I wear, because I do think that you can dress whatever body you have. So I've come to that as well, that no matter what your body type, no matter how much you weigh or how little you weigh or how tall you are or how short you are, you can dress your body. Now, most of what I wear, because I work from home, is, very casual, but I'm very comfortable in it. So as long as I'm comfortable with my clothes, like I don't feel like my clothes are tighter, they're certainly not. And As you know, earlier this year, when Dr. Ian Smith was promoting his book, Netflix Diet, he showed before and after pictures. And every now and then, my phone just pulls those pictures up. And I always take it as a sign to remind me of where I started. And, I started here and now I'm here. So I am making progress. So my body image, as of this week, as of today, is so much better than it was, I believe, even 2 months ago. So that's what I'm continuing to feel. So nobody can tell me anything different. So that is the deal, for this week. All right. So segment number 2 is where I always weigh myself, because you all hold me accountable. Because I know I'm always going to weigh myself on this show. I really think about it. So, for example, earlier today, actually, still right now, I am starving. I think I forgot to eat a meal or two today because I was so busy, with work and focused on things going on with family members. Some of them are having health issues, so I'm worried about them. Um, so I think I forgot to eat because I am starving. But instead of eating before the show, I was like, "Oh, but wait, I have to get on the scale." So see, I think about the scale, on Wednesdays. So even if the scale is up, because we did just celebrate a holiday, as you know, and my husband Tony is a wonderful, wonderful cook, as you know. So I didn't restrict myself from the holiday foods, such as the ribs that he made, and he did grill some chicken too, and had some nice vegetables. But I didn't restrict myself, and I said I wasn't going to. So there's that. However, we took my measurements before the show, and I think it's because I've been working out, thanks to Connie. My waist is down 1/4 of an inch since last week, and my chest is down 3/4 of an inch, since last week. My hips are bigger, up a quarter, but I'm okay with that. So those are my non-scale victories, and I'm no matter what the number is on the scale tonight, I'm still happy about the non-scale victories because that shows I'm toning up, if not losing weight. So last week I weighed 150.13. So that's the number to beat tonight. So let's see if the scale works tonight. Let's go.
I can do it. I can do it if I put my mind to it. If I put my mind to it, I can do it, do it, do it.
I gotta do it again. I almost fell off. I already have the number. It is.
I can do it. I can do it if I put my mind to it.
and
If I
6
put my mind
ounces.
to it, I can do it, do it, do it.
152 and 6 ounces.
All right, so 152.6. All right, so that's more. That's 2 pounds. But considering all that I ate of my wonderful husband's cooking instead of the healthier choices that I've been making, I'm perfectly fine with that. Especially since I'm down. My measurements are down, so I know I'm toning, even if that shows I gained some. So I'm okay with that. I'm really actually okay with that. So I'll just keep trying. That's all I can do. Take it one day at a time. But you can best believe that as soon as this show is over, I'm going to eat. Um, so there's that. All right, well, let's get on to my third segment.
Okay, it's your turn to share.
Okay, this is the segment where I asked you to talk to me. So, does anyone have anything they want to say or share? You look like you want to say something, Tony.
I look like I want to say something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think we need to go on vacation.
Well, we are.
Well, the reason I say that, and we will be going someplace next month, but the reason I say that, and people have asked us about this before, with all of the shows we do and all the other projects we're involved in, does it get us stressed out?
Mhm.
And
I think my answer is different than your answer.
my answer is no. It doesn't, but we do different things within all of our projects. So I know you had an episode on, stress and weight. Where me, I haven't really been stressed. I've been concerned about, several things, but not stressed. So how is it with you? Are you feeling like really stressed, and does that affect how you eat or how you think about food and eating?
Yes. And yes. To answer, that's the short answer to both of those questions. So I've been feeling stressed because the to-do list seems like, for a while I got the to-do list manageable. And now it seems like it's growing for different reasons, and mostly for good reasons. So I feel that once I make it through, some of these things are like a one time thing. Like if I just get through it, I don't have to do it again. So that's what I'm trying to get to now, because then those are permanently removed from the to-do list. But having such a big to-do list, yes, has been overwhelming me and stressing me out. So, I just had 2 extra days off from work, but it was very stressful because of certain things going on, with certain people reaching out to me and, demanding things of me, and not taking no for an answer. And just things that you and I need to do, that my skill set means I need to do it. So I know that that's going away. And I know that we have a trip, a short trip planned for next month. And actually, in my head, that's been my date of if I can just make it to that date, I'll be okay. Um, because most of the things should be off the list by then. How do I handle it? Well, sometimes I'm like, I'm going to have wine today. And I very rarely drink, so I don't drink that much, but I do think it affects me what little I do drink. Because I don't drink that often, but also because I have a non alcoholic fatty liver. So I know that alcohol affects it. Any amount of alcohol affects it. So I try not to drink, but I know that if I want to drink after a day that I've had, then that means I must be stressed. So I know that lately I've been eating things that I had cut out altogether, hadn't even really thought about, such as chips. You were kind enough to get me healthy chips. So that's good. I'm trying to make healthier choices. But yes, the stress is really adding up. It's causing me not to sleep as well, also, which I had tackled before my sleeping. But now it's back to where I don't have a restful sleep.
Well,
In fact, today I had to take a nap after after work, and I barely got up in time to do this show.
well, I took a nap with you, so we both were tired.
Yes.
Anyway, but I don't. Earlier in the show, I thought you were kind of beating yourself up about the holidays and not eating properly, but you
No,
really,
no, I wasn't beating myself up. I had
uh,
said last week that I was not going to restrict myself from anything for the holidays.
yeah, but you really did not, in my opinion, overindulge. Yes, you had, a few ribs and you had chicken and it was healthy chicken. Vegetables are good for you. And then we had a few mini baby potatoes, like tiny, like the size of marbles.
Yes, and
So,
and it was so it was mostly things I can eat even on, when I'm doing my intermittent fasting. Um, all of that, every single thing you just named has been on the list. So it wasn't that I was eating something I don't normally do. But what I've not been good at this these last 6 weeks, I would say, is my intermittent fasting. Like now I just eat whenever and I'm not paying attention to that window that I'm supposed to eat. So I know that I need to get back on that. And I think I have been beating myself up for that. But at the same time, it's like, but I'm just trying to get through each day.
yeah, well, I understand. Really, Charlie was just in the audience for a second. He's gone again. So never mind.
That's okay. All right. Yeah, so did I answer your question? Okay.
Yes, you did.
All right. Okay. Anybody else have anything they want to say? Everybody's good? Okay. Then let's get to my fourth segment.
I can do it. I can do it. If I put my mind to it. If I put my mind to it, I can do it, do it, do it.
Okay, my goal for last week was to just make it through the holiday and maintain. So clearly I did in some ways meet the goal because I lost inches, but I didn't in other ways maintain because I gained 2 pounds. But I'm I'm good with that. I'm actually very good at that. My original goal before Connie came up with the exercise challenge was to get back into yoga and dancing. But I'm already doing that, so I guess I my goal will be to continue doing that. That'll be my goal because I'm really having fun with it. I think it's a lot of fun to just move and just not think about my to-do list. Um, as I'm doing those things. And I know the yoga is helping me too, for its meditative qualities as well. So my goal next week is to just keep going. So Connie, I'm issuing the challenge back to you that next week we just keep going. We could take the weekend off, so that we don't have to work out every day. But I would like to work out at least Monday through Friday of next week. So that's my new goal. Yay. Okay. All right. So coming up in about an hour, Tony and I have I'm Right, I'm Right. And tonight we're actually, I think we're setting ourselves up for quite the show. We're talking about, are strip clubs okay when you're in a relationship? Going to them, visiting to them.
I forgot.
Somebody tell Monica
I forgot
so that she can weigh in.
I forgot that was our episode.
That
tonight.
is our episode
Oh,
tonight.
my.
Yep.
Okay.
We didn't do our immersive research by going to a strip club,
Nope.
but we can still talk about it. Next week on this show, I am talking about those people who always have something to say about how you look. We all know people like that. So I'm going to talk about them. I am. I'm going to talk about them. So I think Stefan has a show tonight, but I'm not sure. So maybe in a few minutes, maybe not. I'm not sure. Okay. So I think that's it. I think I'm wrapping up the show. Yeah, that's it. You going to play some music so I can talk about it? Okay, so the music you're listening to now is called Suns Out International by G'day Production. And the music that you heard during the segments is called Real Cool Sunglasses by That Poor Beat. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Tony, for all that you do. I appreciate it. And I'm really looking forward to having more ribs tonight. See, nothing I said today will stop me from those ribs. And thank you, Connie and Ronaldo, for being here. I really appreciate your love and support. So thank you. And if you're watching this in replay, I thank you too. If you're watching on YouTube, I thank you as well. So I really think of you all as my accountability partners. So thank you. Thank you for helping me. And I hope that I'm helping you too. All right. That's it, everybody. Thanks. Bye. See you next week.